climbed the mountain and got up the mountain. But it looks like she's on snow or something. It might be me with my eyes going all funny, but we'll see in a second. Let's back and get another video. And all was it? What kind of one guy got there and she recorded a video. This is a video. What the fuck? Oh, it's Scotch grass, that is, yeah. Okay, so she says it's the same. Is that a different terrain? The same thing with the orb that landed at the Manchester airport. A lot of people say that it's the size of a car. It's not. It's not. So it seems that these orbs or spheres have been landing on Earth.
Hey, what's up, man, Ash? I was thinking that myself, you know, mate.
It's becoming a big thing right now.
So I've just settled down for the night. Chilling on the bed, yeah? I thought, oh, I'll stick PP on, there's no one else live. First guest he has on is that Cold War. I don't know if you know him, Cold War PK. Oh, mate. Just got one of them voices that I just can't handle, bro. Cannot handle that voice. I mean, he's some. I understand when people say, "Oh, I can't handle his voice," but fuck me. So I thought, "Oh, fuck it, I'll just do a live for an hour." And then I put PP back on, and he's gone now, but he'll be back. Just sounds like he's going to burst out crying. Manchester, I think he's from. What's happening with you anyway, mate? Where was that golf course you were at? I know, I'm worried. You must be old and back now, bro. Seriously. You must be old and back, like. And then I'm just all I've heard the last few hours. Emma Cockrell, I've been watching Emma Cockrell's live. And you know I'm from the same town as them, don't you? I grew up with when Brian Cockrell was the taxman, you know what I mean? I was 18 when Lee Duffy died. I think I was 18, yeah. So we seen it all, what was going on, you know what I mean? And there she's got some gadgy Davy Heslop. Keep getting him mixed up with that other Davy, whatever he's called, you know, who's done knocks about with that cookie. Keep getting him mixed up with him because they sound exactly the fucking same, man. And you just don't know who to believe, you know what I mean? It's like, yes, Fizzy, what's happening? Stony Home, where's that like? Stony Home? Oh, one of my top mods has just texted me there. I'm doing this on my phone, so I can't reply. Yeah, it's just going to be a chilled couple of hours, see how it goes. Have a few little views on what's been going on, like, because I've been working night shift. When you work night shift and it's quiet, stick my earphones in. Yes, Slim, I've just seen your text there, bro. So when you work a night shift, you've got your earphones in, you know, you hear everything, but you don't see a lot of the comments unless I'm on my break, and then I'll put the comments on. Kevlar, what's happening, mate? Ted, we got the Ted. And it's just crazy, man. Crazy shit goes on in the middle of the night, you know, on here. Honestly, I think it was Beezy's last night. We'll stay on the Beezy crack for a little bit because I know I keep branching off and whatever. But Beezy's got this channel, hasn't he? Where and he's been about a little while, but he does seem to have the knack of having whoever he wants on to say whatever they want and get away with it. You know what I mean? Did you see it? Did anyone else? Did anyone else see Beezy's? Ash, though, I don't know. It is a good thing in a way. It's a good thing in a way. It's entertaining, It is entertaining. But the main thing that come out of that last night was what was he called? Joey Bobo. Fucking Joey Bobo. I don't know this Joey Bobo that well. I used to up the borough lad. Joey Bobo. I was hoping the Northern King would be on because he was. I know he was there, and he's got his opinions about him. But basically, for anyone who doesn't know this, Joey Bobo's had his own channel for a while, and he's got that K Leatherland. I know she's got a lot of people on her radar, but he's one of them because there's been a story, something that happened 20 years ago, with it was in the papers and everything, where this Joey Bobo, under his real name, obviously, is supposed to have robbed a 73-year-old, battered him, nicked his gold or whatever after befriending him. Horrible, horrible, really, you know what I mean? And this Kay's been running with this for 2 or 3 years. You know, she got his real name, knew what area he lived in, and she just had to match the age up, you know, the date of birth or whatever. She's been hassling him for years about it and proper bringing him down, you know, like just chipping away at him, and he's always just laughed it off and said it's not him, it's not him. And then last night on Fizz, I don't know if you've seen it today, they broke him, finally admitted it was him. I don't know if you're aware of that, Fizzy, because it's all come out today. Finally admitted on a live stream in front of 200 people who were all going in at him. He finally admitted that it was him. Yeah, man. Oh, you're right, Kevlar, you're right. You're right. But like, I just thought of myself, fucking hell. Unbelievable, man. But the best thing is, out of the 200 people who were in there, who were all going in on him 1 minute, as soon as he admitted it, I think 50% of the chat were all saying, oh, big up Joey for admitting it. Then they all started sticking up for him and that. They all started sticking up for him and that. Saying, well, you've done your time. I mean, I don't know, like. But one person who wasn't having none of it was the Northern King, you know, my mate, the Northern King, yeah. That's why I was hoping he probably will jump on. But the main problem with it, hello, what's happening? The main problem for me is the denying it for 2 or 3 years, and it reminds me of the GNE, the Jimmy the Weatherman. I mean, he's got off lightly, Jimmy. You don't see much of him now, but come on, man, that fella, Jimmy, fucking denied, got people's channels struck, constantly striking 420's channel for saying that was him in all them videos. And then as soon as he gets a bit of decent content, if you can call it that, with Ben Hatchett, he fully shows his face with absolutely no shame at all. No shame at all. And out of everyone, I think there's a few people who going in on him over it. He's just brushed it off, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was lying for a few years on here, so fucking unbelievable. I think PP, that's why PP was put it in his live there. There's no way that Joey Bobo's going to jump on PP's live there. Not a chance. I know. I'm after 3 or 4 years, Fizz, on here. I think you've been on longer than me. Yes, Randy May, I see you there, Randy. After 3 or 4 years on here, it is finally sinking in just these last few months what it's all about, you know what I mean? What a load of bullshit most of it is, man. Absolute bullshit. I'm just waiting for the right time, LR, mate. You know what I mean? Just waiting for the right time. Right, so that's the Joey Bobo thing, right? If King comes on, we'll have his opinions on it. But for me, nah, just the way he's acted, just didn't since I've watched him in the last couple of months. I heard him laughing about it and everything, and he wasn't sincere anyway last night. He was putting a good show on. And then we've got the other fella, Tunesy. Tunesy popping up. Tunesy popping up on his mate's panel first. Well, he's been skirting about in the chats, hasn't he, under a few names. But last night we got the truth. That scum character, that's not Tunes. That was somebody who obviously knew a lot about Tunes, had been watching him and knew how he wrote in chats and stuff. So when they finally got the bottom of it, Tunes is now Jap's Eye. If you see a channel, Jap's Eye, like, why are you calling yourself Jap's Eye? But anyway, he must have been, he was on the Stellars last night, wasn't he? He was on the Stellars last night, man. Came on, and you know what it was? I'm not gonna lie, it was entertaining for about 5 minutes, and then it was just fucking boring, like absolutely boring. It was the same thing, the same shite. And there's like the likes of Mr. England and Kieran, and never gonna leave Tunes alone, like. Randy, mate, there's lives on here. I've got lives in my StreamYard, mate, from 2 years ago, where me and Tunes, and you might find this hard to believe, mate, but me and Tunes on my panel just talking for like 2 hours, mate. 2 hours. Still got them, man. I think I reran it actually last year. So just when when everyone was going in on him. Imagine just talking to Tunesy for 2 hours on your own, like, and it was on an afternoon as well. So yeah, I don't think he hadn't even had a drink. It is like it is. Same shape, man. I wonder who it was who rang the social services on him, if anyone did. It's like that question in it, and it's never more relevant than now. I know I ask some stupid questions, but I've also often asked people on this panel if they could choose one person to have 10 or 15 minutes with them and they had to tell the truth. You know, they had to tell the truth. They couldn't lie. It was all going to be truth, whatever you asked them. Who would it be? You know, the list's endless. And you've just got the total contradiction, haven't you? Well, he lied last night, Tunes. He come straight on. He said, I'm jumping on the panel because my family aren't here. That's what he said. My family ain't here. About an hour later, he come back on. said I'll have to be quiet because the wife's in bed. But he was treated like some sort of king, you know what I mean, on PCs. Funny. What's happening, Andy? You still got your dogs, like, Andy? The last time I seen one of your videos, Andy, you got a couple of staffies, or and they got into a little scrap, I think. Got into a couple of little scraps in your little village when you've been out walking them. That was the last video I've seen there. I know you can still go in noticing that. Oh, 100%. He's been watching Tunesy, like 100%. By the way, I've had no narcotics or anything today. I've had a few beers, that's it. A few Peronis. It's a beautiful drink. Now, calm down now, like, Andy. Oh, yeah, Randy. So we went to see Paul Smith the other night. We bought 3 tickets ages ago. Louise got them ages ago because they're hard to get hold of, you know. And so we've been waiting months to go and see him. And anyway, the other lass, Louise's mate, she pulled out the day before. Honestly, we could not give the ticket away. I don't know how much she paid for them, but it won't have been cheap. But I think it was a 2,500 seater. It was full. And couldn't give the ticket away, man. So we ended up just me and her went. And it won't take long, mate. So yeah, it was good. Like anyone who knows Paul Smith knows what he's about. Like, but half the people who Louise asked if they wanted to go said, "Oh, I can't stand him. Can't stand that Paul Smith." I was like, "You what, man? He's funny as fuck." But yeah, it was good. He sort of comes on proper scouser, comes on, and it's well known if you sat on the front row or mainly the front row. But if you sat near the front, he's going to pick you out, especially if you've got a big beard or you've got a Mohican or what you're wearing something a bit out there. You know what I mean? So sure enough, he picked out a few people as soon as he come out, and that's what half of his show's about. But yeah, then this other fella, he done about 20 minutes. But I don't laugh at much, me. Like, I'm very dry, you know what I mean? But I was chuckling away, like, oh, we definitely got picked on because Louise has got bright pink hair. I think everyone knows that. Bright pink hair. I've got no hair, and she's got long pink hair. Couldn't make it, could you? Yeah, then he brought this other geezer on he done about 15 minutes. He was a young lad. I think he said he lived in America. He grew up in America, but he'd been in England for 10 years. So he went on a lot about Trump and bit of political stuff. But there was a little scuffle broke out just behind us in the crowd. Couple couldn't handle the drink, you know. Apparently they'd been arguing and pissing everyone off in the audience. And pissing everyone off, and people had got fed up with it. The bouncers come in, and You know, this young kid, he's on the stage, you know, he's probably a bit nervous and that. He's only the support act and everyone's turning round, you know, everyone. We were on a balcony, everyone, about 1,000 people, all just taking no notice of him, just turning around. We're looking at this little scuffle going on behind us. But
a big bang, dark matter from the mountains at certain speeds, different places.
it's one of them. Have we ever been to a concert? You know, like, have we ever been to see a comedian and you're laughing your head off for like 2 hours, right? And you get back to the car, a 5 minute walk back to the car, and you can't remember a fucking thing about it. You can't remember a joke or fizzy, I don't know. You know what? It's like there's content everywhere in there. That's what it's all about on the internet. Content. That word, content. That's what it's all about on this YouTube, you know. And you can't really call this content, can you? You know. And I should have put my camera on and that. There's loads of people there who were recording it in the crowd. I remember one thing he was on about, and I think he went off on a tangent. I don't know whether he probably has got a bit of a script. You know, before he goes on, he will have a script, and when he's halfway through a tour, he's going to have enough material, you know, if it goes off on a bit of a tangent. So he got on, what was it? Yeah, the last bit was about 20 minutes of FaceTime, you know, when you're doing dirty, when you meet someone in the early days and you do FaceTime or WhatsApp, naughty WhatsApp calls. Let's just say it was that. He was giving you tips about how to do good, let's say, naked WhatsApp videos, you know, with your new partner. It was fucking hilarious, man. But you know, when you think about it, right? Do you remember where before comedians were massive? Before comedians, like a good comedian, like Chubby Brown and whatever, and you know, they used to just play little pubs and that, didn't they? You'll have to ask Louise, she'll tell you, Fizz. She'll probably be a lot more vulgar than I could be, anyway. So these comedians, yeah, the biggest place that do is like a city hall or something, in it, you know, like social clubs, yeah, town halls, maximum 500,000 people, and then you just got that. It exploded, didn't it, with Lee Evans, where he started doing arenas and the O2. So this Paul Smith was saying that he just fell into all this, you know. He was on the comedy circuit in Liverpool, just doing pubs and wherever, and he started doing YouTube. And he was saying it was his mate who got him into it, and he was saying to his mate, or his mate was saying, "Look, we'll stick it on YouTube," and he was like, "Nah, nobody watches YouTube, man." And he said, literally within a year, he was on tour, packing out 2,000, 3,000 seat stadiums, and the money, fucking hell. Let's just say, right, and I've been, what's the word? What's the word when you're not going over the top? I reckon them tickets were probably about £30 each. Probably about £30 each, right? You've got 2,500 people. This is one night, by the way. Randall, you might have to help me out here. Mishi, how you doing, Mishi? Good to see you, man. Hey, type being in flavours here. Yeah, so 30 quid, 2,500 people. Testing me now, right? Testing me. 2,500 people. Like me picture on the wall. I love that picture. So who's got a calculator? £30, 2,500 people, two sixes, 60 grand, 500. You're looking at about £80,000, right? That's just on the door. That's just on the door for like. That's the one. Thank you. There. See, look at that there, boss dog. Two answers in one there. Exaggeration. That was sort of the word I was thinking of. So let's say 75 grand on the door, right? Then there's a bit of merch. Then there's all the drinks. I know he's got to have to hire the place out. He's going to have to pay for all whatever the security. You know, he's going to be clearing. He's going to be clearing for him and his promoter, even if it's 50% of that. Even if it's 50% of that, it's like 40 grand for one night, and he done 2 nights there. That was his second night there, and he was saying how ridiculous how much money he's got, or how much money he found that he had when he got his first check. Saying that he went out and first thing he did was buy a bright orange Lamborghini. Fucking brand new orange Lamborghini. But he said the worst mistake he made, the mistake that he made, this is how stupid, he said, this is how stupid I am. The mistake he made, he bought a house on an estate where he grew up because everyone knew him, and he thought, he drove his Lambo back through there and parked it out there, and he said his manager says, you can't have a Lamborghini around there. And he's like, why? I'm sound, everyone knows I'm sound. And he goes, what about when I ring your insurance company up and they tell you where it's parked on the night? He goes, I can't, they're not going to give you your insurance because you're fucking sound. Or everyone knows you. And he said, anyway, I kept it. He said, but then my next problem was every time he left his door, he said he could never get into it because there was all loads of kids with ballies on and that, all like doing music videos, stood round it and that. Obviously, he said it a little bit funnier, you know, like XL bullies and that, lads on quad bikes all flying round, basically just exaggerating a bit, you know. This Patty. I'll fucking throw you one of them, son. Have you still got your spanner in Jim Smith's? Can't believe you still got your spanner in Jim Smith's. I can't believe he's fucking give you another one, like, to be fair. But anyway, there's a lot of Paul Smith stuff online. There'll be hours and hours and hours of it online. If anyone who doesn't know who he is. But worth it, yeah. Worth it, man. It was a good night. What's happening, boss? Are you still doing? Yeah, I haven't caught any live. Have you been doing lives, mate? Because I haven't caught any of them for ages, man. You still working out and that? You get there one day, son. Get some good workouts there off our boss dog, like. Yeah, what else have I seen that was funny today? I need to start writing, scribbling stuff down, for these lives. Yeah, man, that's the one, mate. That's all you want, isn't it, really, mate? It turned into, like, it's all about improving, isn't it? Improving yourself, mate. Inside and out of it. What else did I see today that made me laugh on here? So there was a picture, I think it was on the Generals. Oh, nice. Nice one. Won't be using that there. Won't be using the outdoors for a while, though, will you, mate? In the winter and that. So yeah, on the Generals today was a picture of Masters, Cyrus, DJ Cyrus, yeah. We all know Masters. And there's a classic picture of him, outside or be in front of some wall with loads of graffiti, but somewhere in Scotland. He's got his arm round this chav. And anyway, General, when he puts these pictures up, he can zoom in, yeah. So he shared the screen with this picture of Masters, and he's zooming right in, and this chav. He scrolls down the picture, right? And this is still there online today. He scrolls down the picture, and Masters, to be fair with him, has got a nice pair of brand new white trainers. I don't know what they are. You're off, Andy, mate. Nice one. Nice one for popping in, bro. Masters got these white pumps on, you know what I mean? You, the other lad next to him, has got some white pumps on, right? But they're both right-footed. They're both right. Have you seen it, Slim? It has to be seen to be believed, right? You can totally tell that the two right-footed traders, to the point he made it even clearer, right? You could already see on the picture, but he made it even clearer because he had this thing where he could do an outline. You could do an outline, on the screen, like. And when he done the outline, it made it even clearer that it was two right-footed trainers, man. I was fucking in stitches. You know why that is, don't you? Because when you go through the town, any trainer shop, will, when they have the racks of traders on show, they'll only put the right ones out, won't they, or the left ones. You'll never see a pair on the racks for someone pinching them. So obviously in Scotland, it's a thing. And he's got them pinched. There must have been two different sizes as well, unless he's gone to another shop. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking there all shops must have an agreement to only put the right shoes out, the right foot, because you'd just be going to one shop pinching the right one, wouldn't you, and then go to another shop pinch the left one. Honestly, Randy, if you haven't seen it, right, anyone who hasn't seen it, just go and have a look at the General's last live. I think the title is Masters, You Absolute Sausage or something like that, and he's got the picture on the screen. But then he did follow that up. He followed it up with another screenshot. Oh, here he is. Been asking where you are, mate. I've got a few questions for you, a bit of discussion about what's been going on this weekend, man. So he put another screenshot of. It turns out it's fucking Big Baz's fucking driving license with bits highlighted out, scribbled out. I'm like, and Baz is in the chat, man. Baz is in the chat. Baz is in the chat, laughing and all that, and there's a picture of him there on his fucking highlighted in front of 100 people. Baz's picture and his driving license. And what you could see, yes, Amanda, how you doing? And what you could see was he'd left Baz's surname on the top, yeah. Where everyone knows it's Robbins, yeah. So I'm not doxing anyone. It's Robbins, right? But underneath was his first name. But the highlighter that he'd used to cross it out, it was sort of see through. So he zoomed in on it. General zoomed right in on the name, and you could see that it wasn't Barry, or because Barry is not short for anything, is it? It's just Barry, isn't it? You know what? Anyone who hasn't seen it, right? If you go and have a look at it, it looks like it starts with a W. Looks like it starts with a W, yeah. I've got some help now. Bring it on now, yeah.
Yes,
Yo.
man. How you doing? You all right?
I was hoping you'd jump on that. I meant to leave you me deals, didn't I, last time we minders on, so I could, like,
Oh, aye. Able to admit, aye, aye. Yeah, yeah.
I was
Put it
just
on.
saying there, have you just joined there, or did you see the first 10 minutes?
Yeah, now I'm just getting out, like.
I just was on about that. I've been on night shift the last 2 nights. So I've had my earphones in for the last, all night basically, just listening to what's been going on, man.
Nuts, innit?
But I seen that you seen it all on BZ's, didn't you, last night?
Was it last night? Aye, aye, aye. I mean, Amanda watched it. Yeah.
The Joey Bobo crack.
Oh, aye, aye. Aye, well, aye, that's quite cracking it.
Unbelievable.
Aye.
That. I mean, you believed Kay anyway, didn't you? It was all out there, wasn't it? You were one of them who
Oh, it
was
was,
going in on him, weren't you?
oh, it was definitely all out there, like, and he's just getting the pass because now he says, oh, aye, it's me. He's had no fucking choice but to admit it, man. Has he?
It was mad
You know
though,
what I
wasn't it?
mean?
Because what a place to admit it. What a
I
place to
know,
admit it in front of 270 people, right? All pissed up on a Sunday morning. And, but he was sort of like forced, wasn't he?
well, he just had no choice. He was just back in the little corner. Then he admitted it. Then he jumped off and said he hadn't took his meds. He didn't know what he was saying. And then he jumped back on and admitted it again, saying he had took his meds.
There was no remorse there. Well, I was saying to the people here in the chat, I was saying that if you're watching it live, he's obviously been, like you say, he was backed into a corner when he admitted it, and
Uh,
he started getting like
exactly.
people who were slagging him off 5 minutes before started like backing him up with that, didn't they?
I said, oh, well done for admitting it. Well done for admitting it. And that way, he had to admit it, man. It's out. He had to admit it. He's lied about it for years. He's took the piss out of it. He's made jokes about it. Do you know what I mean?
There was no remorse there until everyone started saying there's no remorse, was there?
Exactly, exactly. And then he come up with some little cock and bull story, and then he was just talking shite again, and then he was having to go at fucking yeah again. It was just like he's not bothered, man. It's because he got caught. That's it.
I'm
That's
not
all
a
he's
big
worried about.
K fan, right? I'm not a big K fan, right? But she
Yeah,
was totally right. She's been right all along, and she.
bang on. She's been bang on. Bang on with him. Totally bang on. Got him from the
And
start. You know
like,
what I mean? That's what she does, though, isn't it?
so, like, what's he been thinking, like, for 2 years? Like, you know what I mean? For
Well,
2 years, just like, why,
he's
why didn't he
denied it and
just?
denied it he's denied it and denied it and took the piss out of it and made jokes about it and then he's getting people to say, oh no, I've seen his driving license, it's not him and that. It's no one in his eyes, man. Nuts
It
in
was
it.
only like before he admitted it. I didn't think he was gonna. I'll be honest, because I was listening to it, the whole lot of it, and like they were pressurising him. And I thought he's never going to admit that,
Well,
and
Bob
then
nearly
he
had him
just did.
admitted.
And then he
Bob
just
nearly had him
did,
in
like,
it. Exactly, but Bob nearly had him in it. Bob nearly had him, and then Bob's just went in on him. Bob just played him a little bit more. He would have had it, but then he just went in on him like, and nothing wrong with velocity. And then Kay got it out of him like. But it's true, it's true. It was a violent robbery of a 73-year-old pensioner man, and he was a man in his what 20s. Scummy behaviour, man.
well, Beezy read the thing out, and there isn't one person on YouTube who can't say that that isn't bad. You know what I mean?
Exactly, mate. Exactly,
Doesn't matter how
exactly.
long ago that was.
Exactly, mate. And while he's denying it and taking the piss, he's not sorry.
And then he tried to
You know what I
even
mean?
tarnish it, didn't he, by saying the bloke was a wrong or something.
I don't know. I didn't hear that. Is that what he said? The bloke was wrong.
Yeah. He said, "Oh, I got told that the bloke was a wrong and the 73-year-old. That's why I got it into my head that I was going to do him, and I never did him. I just robbed him. It was in the paper, man. He
Oh,
battered him.
did he batter him? Exactly. Did he batter him? And then he denied it and said he never touched him. But it's out there. It's out there, It's just scummy, man. It's just scummy. Anyone that gives that bloke a fucking pass like this just beyond me. Like, cause he's not sorry, man. If he was sorry, he would have said, "Yes, it's me. Look, it was a long time ago. I'm a changed person. I was a drug addict or whatever, Whatever his fucking story is." But the fact he lied about it says that's not me. This is me date of birth. It's not me. No, I didn't know. It's just mental, like.
What has he been
I
about
mean,
today? Has he put anything out today?
I don't know, mate. I've not seen. I've not seen anything. I've not looked like. But if he has, I've not seen anything. He's probably denying it again today, saying he hadn't took his meds and he was just talking shite.
I know he tried that one. That was his first move, wasn't it? He admitted it, and then he sort of fucked off, didn't he? And everyone was ripping him and that, and then he disappeared for a
Uh,
bit. Then he
and
tried
he
to come
probably,
back, didn't he? Said he fell asleep, and he'd been on it.
uh,
He hadn't had
he
his
popped up in the
meds, and
chat.
he didn't know what he was saying, so he tried to retract it.
It's just exactly, man. It's just scummy, and it's just scummy, man. It's just full of shit. If he was sorry, man, I mean, it's a scummy crime. Of course, he's going to be embarrassed and ashamed. He should be, you know what I mean? But it just doesn't seem like he is.
It was an entertaining night, right? And like, wasn't
Exactly.
it? It was fucking mad.
Yeah, well, it was I. It was definitely entertaining. It was
There was
definitely
that much
entertaining.
going on. You had Tunesy making his comeback, didn't you? Fucking hell.
Tunes
Take
going
him
off.
long, did it? Didn't
Did you
take
see the
him
first
long,
time he was
like.
on the panel? Did you see the first time he was on the panel, the Keys?
Yeah. Well, Kieran does that all the time. Like, he's never gonna let go of Kieran. Like, he just probably pisses him off. He hates him, doesn't he?
It was funny, he just sat there, kept saying no to him and that. He was just losing his head, like, that was
Yeah,
kind of funny,
but
like.
that would. But he just knows how to get a tune. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. But Tunes saying that he's been reported to all these people, but he hasn't, man. If he had, he would prove it.
Who was that? Like Amanda, who had the avatar with the dodgy, who was
So,
Bruce.
did you see her jump on the panel? I didn't want to see her name because I might get it wrong, like, but she was there having a go at Kate. She was a lass. She was having a go at Kate after all the stuff with that. Was her
Had
name
she been in
Sarah?
the chat for long? Like, had she been
Aye,
listening
aye,
to her?
she'd been commenting, but she's the one of the ones that was defending Joey. She said she's seen his birth certificate. Shell, that's her Shell. She said she's seen his
Oh,
birth
yeah,
certificate and
yeah,
it
yeah,
wasn't him in that.
yeah.
And it turns out she's lying and all right. She's from up next to us, like she's from there. She's a stand dancer from jail though.
Oh, is she? What? And she put an
Uh,
avatar up of the Bruce Fit, her woman's.
no, someone else put an avatar up of her with a bruised face.
Oh,
She put
right,
her,
I get you.
she's a battered wife. I timed them out like when I realised what was happening. Like, took the change the picture and don't come back.
Yeah, because
But
Bezia was having a pop at the mods and that, wasn't he, for governor for going in on people, wasn't he?
he's gonna go with Muff because Muff was hammering fucking Jonesy like.
Yeah,
Uh,
what else happened though? Oh, fucking hell. There was something else that got us as well. I can't remember what it was now.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, what else happened? Like, there was loads of shit going on, wasn't there?
Did you say Shuffle and go live after?
Mate, I did that. That was also what I wanted to mention. That was funny as fuck. That was wee Eddie, wasn't it?
Aye, aye, aye. That was little Eddie. Aye, Minter.
I was listening. I was thinking, who's this geezer, right? Because Eddie used to be dead shy, didn't he? Remember back in the day, you couldn't get
On
two
the
words
panels.
out of him.
That was jumping on
It,
panels doing all these fucking voices and that.
it was funny as fuck that, like, because I didn't have a clue it was Eddie until he said.
uh, I didn't
And
either. I thought it was Max, man.
Shuffling's like, I know that voice from somewhere. And I was thinking, I fucking hell, I don't. And then when he said it was Eddie, he started talking normal. I was like, fucking hell, he's come out with shell Eddie. Like,
I thought it was Monks, man. You know, Monks, man. I thought it was him. Because when Eddie was putting on that posh English schoolboy accent, I thought, that's Monks, man. It sounds like Monks, man.
so let's clear this up, right? I think I said to you before. You know that radio was on there.
Aye, aye, aye.
So he's been about for a while, right? I recognise his voice. That him with a girlfriend who was pregnant, yeah?
Aye, aye. Yes, that's him with the girlfriend who was pregnant and she was on off her tits. Aye, that's him. But that's not Richard Reed.
It isn't Richard Reed, no.
No. Well,
No,
if it
no.
is, it's a different Richard Reed because there's two. Richard Reed that used to go on panels was a Geordie.
Yeah, we heard about this the other day, where we remember.
Uh, he struggled with addiction and that, and he was a Geordie. Like it definitely wasn't Reedy.
What else
Name,
happened in
mate.
that one then? What else happened? Because he was on for a good while, wasn't he? And then I think Julian jumped on, didn't he?
I think I've got to sleep listening to Eddie. Like I think, Julian. I seen Julian jump on. Like I think didn't think Julian was very happy at first. Like he kept like having a go at him, didn't he?
I
Then
don't.
Julian
Do
got
you
put in
think
body.
there's? Do you think there's a few? Do you think there's a chink in the Julian shuffling armour? Do you think the? Do you think there's close? Or do you think they'll ever fall out them two?
Nah, I don't think they're going to raise no other as long as they're on the same path and they know what they both want in life on in the YouTube life. Then they'll be all right, won't they?
The feeling I get, right? I know a lot of people don't like shuffling, and I understand it all, but I get the feeling that shuffling it wants to sort of distance himself from it. Like that's the feeling.
Shuffling's a bit sick with the drama. I think everyone he still loves it from time to time. Like, but I think he's learned. Like, I think
Yeah,
he's
but it's
learning. Like,
totally different when he's had a drink and he's had a few lines. We all know
uh,
that. But
like when he was on England, he was
you
a
know,
totally different character. No drama and that.
it's one of them though. You could jump because Shuffle's been on a few panels. I seen him on. I think it was McRae's the other day as well.
Aye, he was on the cruise, aye. Yeah.
And he's quite comfortable on there, but I get the feeling that like McRae wasn't very comfortable. You know what I mean? I might be wrong,
No, I didn't.
but
I didn't hate him on the cruise. I don't think. I don't know. I
but
seen him on somebody else's. I can't remember who it was.
it's just a shame though when you can come on someone's panel and be all right, like, and then Shuffler might go on to his own, have a few lines, and then say the most like disgusting things. You know what I mean?
And it's nuts in it. It's nuts. But
Like
like,
Slim's my best mate on here. One of my best mates on here, and like I know he's got no time for shuffling at all. Like
Slim's a man
for
of
things
morals,
that
isn't
have been said and that, and I understand all that. I do.
he? Yeah. Slim's a good
And,
man. Like one of the good ones. Like
it's
Randy's not like Randy's not one of the good ones. Like he's just fucking lazy man. He lives at the bottom of the country. What's that about? Like.
Ra- Randy had a big break. Randy must have had a break for a few years, because he was there
I
for
don't think Randy
Podred,
was for a bit
wasn't
like. I didn't see Randy for a bit like. I can't remember seeing him for a
he?
while.
So what were you
Probably
doing,
trying to
Randy? Like, what were
probably
you
trying to
doing,
better
pal?
himself and feel coming back to the gutter.
Uh, I reckon he was still he's still dipping his toes in, like, but he just wasn't.
How would Leeds doing? If Leeds when they good, like it'd probably have been something, wouldn't he?
He had a Jews win at the weekend. We had another good win yesterday, like.
Yeah, we got beat like
Oh, you're on the slippery slope now, you.
down to fourth or fifth or something, I think. Or might even be lower today. Yeah. We played
Yeah.
Friday night, man. I'm sure it was 2-0. It could be 2-0 or 1-0. I can't remember. Memory's not very good. Like,
Yeah, Rachel, I do like McCrae. He reminds me a bit of myself when I first started on here. Yeah, but and all I'm worried about for him is that you know is that he just the take over his channel. You know what I mean? Because he's got more balls than me. He's got a bigger set of balls than me. You know what I mean? He jump on people's panels and that, and I just don't want to see them all ruin his channel. You know what I mean? I don't know. Oh, he's a dodgy ticker like Garth, I think.
who's that? Did you say like that?
Randy said he had a dodgy ticker in there.
Oh, so he's not any excitement.
With
The
all the
ones I didn't
shagging
really
in
see.
it.
I didn't really see him in any of the ones chat like two shows, like man.
Oh no, he goes in a few, like. He goes
But
in a few.
just the ones that's not funny. That's not
Yeah.
hard.
Just got PPs live on here.
I'll just find
He's,
myself on
he's,
the.
put, he's put it in the title, asking for Joey Bobo to jump on.
Who else?
PP.
Yeah.
100,
Mandy, everyone wants to find you.
173 people in there, mate.
Stick it on the moon. Let's see what's happening.
I'm on my phone, you know. I'm on my phone. I can put the sound on. I've just did this on my phone tonight. Surprised it even
Oh,
worked. Oh, Emma's in there. Scouse Emma. Probably PP's. He said it on a live last week. Sure, he's on his own. He's living on his own for a bit, isn't he, or something, in another house, he said. Can you hear that?
not really.
Yeah, Rachel, I know Rachel is in like that little circle with McCrae and Monk, and Monk's got a new channel, hasn't he? I haven't seen it. Apparently he's been doing lives again on the morning.
Aye. It's my new channel. Like, I'll share it next time I see him live. Like, I love the drama and all. Like, I love the drama.
There was something else that happened on BZ's last night. I can't remember, man.
Let's see me queue any post.
What was
For
it? Which
Buzzpod is
one?
out. For Buzzpod is out. So I'm waiting for him to come over here anytime he wants.
Oh, so he's called you out, has he?
Aye, he's called me out.
Or does that mean he has to travel?
Does I? He called us out then says his son was going to fight us instead. I was like, what the fuck? There's bullshit.
I know, I've seen all that. I've been following all that, like.
Well,
Cheers, Slim. I'll sub to that.
I just smacked his mouth on again when he.
What was it, man? I tell you what I've been watching the last few hours. Oh, he's got that nutter on. No, that Looney Tunes fan from America.
Oh, who's that like?
Brandon Looney Tunes fan. He just keeps like talking about cartoons and that. PP's got him
Oh,
on his live here.
not our Looney Tunes.
No. He never normally puts his camera on. He's just put his camera on there. Fat ginger head lad. He's not all there like.
Mm-hmm.
What was I on about there? Yeah, I tell you what I've been watching the last few hours tonight. Ebba Cockrell. She had that
Oh,
Davy
yeah.
Heslop on. Davy Heslop.
Aye.
Have you seen it? Because you
Uh,
put something on your post about that, didn't you?
yeah, I think I shared a clip of it last night.
You know, you're a bit shady about that, and you don't want to talk about it here.
What makes you hear that?
Well, it's funny, right? I tell you why it's funny, right? Because I had to nip out about an hour ago, and on the way there, I had her on. I had it on, right? And she's shotting all these names out.
Yeah.
Duffy and Humble and all that. And the house where I went, my mate, he's older than me, right? And he used to knock about with. Well, he knows Duffy, but he knows Duffy, put it that way, and he knew him when he was alive and all that. I still had it on my phone. I said, "Here, have a listen to this." And he went, "Who the fuck's that?"
Right.
And he said, honestly, man, they're all absolutely all just wrong ones. You know what I mean? He said, there was only a
Um,
few good ones out of the whole lot, but from back in that day.
exactly, man. Anyone that was in that life back in that day was doing things that they shouldn't have been doing. Like, people didn't have
No,
morals and that, man. Well, they call themselves old school gangsters, like, but they were just up to all kinds of
how's
that.
Brian doing anyway? He got
Yeah, didn't
sepsis,
know me
didn't he?
that. I think he got sepsis in his legs or something. I didn't. I've never seen him. I've never actually seen him. Like, Emma's always live, and she.
Has that
I
not
want to keep
happened
her.
yet? June's Romeo on a panel. Has that never happened yet?
I don't think so. That's what I was saying last night. I want to see Tunes v Romeo on the panel. Like,
I wonder where he was last night, Romeo. No, he never showed his face, did he?
he was on Thursday night. Malala when he so he's had his 3 nights. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. He comes right up cash.
I don't know how he doesn't lose his voice, like.
And he's always shouting, isn't he? Bruno, you waiting?
No, I just had a drink, sorry.
All right. All
Amanda, what do you have to do when you're having dinner? Do you have to go and sit in another room or something?
right. Hides.
So have you ever been out in a romantic meal then, King, or what?
You've got to put your head down, man. Just put your head down and concentrate on your own food. That's all you can do. Concentrate on your own food. Close your eyes. Oh, it's horrible. I hate it.
when,
I don't
when,
know.
how
Some
did that
people,
start? How did that start? Like, did someone trigger that off, or?
right, they reckon it's I don't know. They reckon it's something to do with when you're a kid. But I was youngest of four. Like I didn't know. Maybe it's me brothers and my brother and my sisters were like bad eaters or something. I didn't know.
I bet you'll have seen this couple, right? You know the morning show, like not Good Morning Britain, the one after it, This Morning.
Is that the one with the Piers Morgan on?
No, the one later than that, the half past 10 one. There used to be Phil Schofield and
No, I've
there's
known that
been
in It's been years since I watched Kelly. Fucking
oh
years.
well, all the people that don't work are the housewives. They all watch it, but they have this couple on, right, who claim that they can cure you know, from phobias.
Oh, aye, aye.
You'll have seen them, man. She's got a dead hook-nosed blonde woman, and they're married, and they've made a fortune out of it. Out of this, they won't tell you how they do it, but they've cured. They've actually got people on the show who are that petrified. Let's say a tarantula. They can't
Oh,
even
that's not
be
that's
in
it.
the same room. They can't even be
Oh,
in the same vicinity as a tarantula, even if it's in a box, right? Petrified.
I don't
And
even like
then
the word.
and then they take them off live on the show. The show will carry on, and this couple will go in a room with this person who's scared of these spiders. Yeah, they'll do
Can we not,
something to
can we
them,
not, can we not, can we not talk about sheep or something instead? You want to just
or
pretend with
don't you
sheep
like
or cows?
spiders?
No, there
Yeah,
you
so
go.
they're scared of sheep, right?
Right,
So they'll
okay.
go in this room and they'll do something to them. They won't tell you what to do, right? Because this is how they've made all the money. An hour later, mate,
Aye,
they'll come back on the show and they'll be sat on a sheep or something, or hugging a sheep.
aye.
An hour before that, they couldn't be in the vicinity of, or even look at pictures or anything like. And I don't know how they do it. Like,
So how do I get to meet them people then?
you have to have a bit of money. I think they charge a lot of money. I can't. The Speakmans, they're called. I think Speakmans. Married couple have been about for years.
I don't even know. I've never heard of them. Like.
Oh, you'd have to Google them, mate. The Speakmans.
Randy's just
They,
a weirdo. Pure
they've done
weirdo.
all.
Like.
Oh, Randy, you haven't. That is pure
Oh,
weird. That.
it is. He's got a guitar and all, man. But he's got long hair.
Oh,
Definitely
you
got long
didn't
hair.
talk to them and that, did you? And let them go on your hands and shit like that.
Uh, you
Why
time
would you
him out,
do
will
that?
you?
Why would you do that? You just wouldn't. John Beck, my mate John Beck. So John Beck's got an ongoing battle with Jim Smith. Did you know that?
Aye, aye, I keep seeing bits and bobs. Like. He's convinced
Funny
he
as
knows
fuck,
who he
man.
is. Does
You had some, you had some trolls in there earlier, John. How he done a live early on, and I popped in, and he was just arguing with like troll after troll.
he? Aye.
Something to do with the football, I think it was, wasn't it, John? Something to do with Celtic and Rangers and that. They're all fucking mad.
He's got his fucking shite.
Yeah, I
What's
used
his
to be.
money,
I'm a lot better with spiders now, to be honest. I used to be petrified, but I'm not. I
Come with
don't still don't like.
apology.
You know what the worst one ever is? You know when you go to bed, right? Has anyone ever done that? You know when you go to bed and you pull the duvet back and there's a fake spider on your sheet.
Ah, oh, my nephew was over not long gone, and him and my niece bought a spider, and they were like just putting in places. It was like a big fucking plastic thing. Oh, it's horrible. Nightmare.
I can
No,
just
I don't even
imagine
like.
you like jumping out your dressing gown and that,
I did.
legging it.
I just didn't like them. Like I just didn't like them.
Oh, hey Randy, this bloke this we had a maintenance
Uh,
fella who worked with us, right? And he had a full on Mohican, right? He was a mate. He was a fitter. He was on shift and that, and he had a massive Mohican, right? He was a proper weirdo. He used to go to Iceland on his holidays and that. And one day he brought this thing in, right? I'm not kidding you. It was a tarantula that had shed its skin, right? Apparently they shed the skin once or twice a year or something. So basically, it was a tarantula, but without the body. It was just, and it was the size
ah,
of a, mate. It was the size of an A4 bit of paper.
right. So yeah. So yeah. What more? How was How was that Liverpool comedian? Was it good?
It was fucking massive, mate. It was all hairy and that.
Nah, man. The comedian was really good. Was Paul Smith any good?
Yeah, it was good. I was just telling them earlier on in here there was a fight behind us, like, and
He always is. Yeah.
the poor kid who was the support act. He'd only just come on, right, and you could tell he was nervous and that. And he was just starting to get a few laughs, and then there was a fight behind us, right? So 1,000 people who were on, like, we were on the balcony, 1,000 people below just all turned round and just totally ignored him, while he was talking. Everyone was watching this fight. He was like, fucking hell. Yeah, it was quite good. Like, I can't
uh,
remember any. It isn't like one liners with him. It's like he just talks about
it's all your
situations.
participation and things. It's kind of good when you watch him on YouTube, like, but me mate went where you went, like, and he just says you couldn't hear him and that, and he just didn't really like it, like.
It's now flashed that place, like that Raiden Arena, is it? It's a bit tatty in that, I think.
Uh, it used to be, yeah, you know, where everyone was going red, and that used to be the place, the cowshed.
Is that what
Was
they
it?
called it? I've heard of that.
The McEwen Centre. You heard the McEwen Centre?
Is that what that was?
Aye, that's the McEwen Centre, aye, they just changed the name. Aye.
Ah, right. Yeah,
The
man, I've heard of
McEwen
that
Centre.
back in the day. Yeah,
Aye, used to be the place to be back in the day, like.
they do like boxing and all that, boxing dues and stuff like that.
They do. I've been to a few fights there. Like, yeah, they do MMA and everything there. Like, it's good. It's alright, you know. It's
Well, he
alright.
said there was 2,500 people there. Like Paul Smith come on, he said there was 2,500 people in there.
Oof, that'll be pretty full. Like,
Just saying, like fucking 30 quid a ticket, 2,500 people,
but
six
by the
quid for
time,
a can of Cadillac, 6 quid it was.
oof, I've been there for a while. Like, they've got to pay for security, the bar staff, the cleaners.
Yeah, yeah.
It's, aye.
There must be stuff going on there every night, like.
They've normally got something on. Like, it's usually they've normally got like old school raves and that. Like, old school raves and all that stuff. Like,
Biggest
Masters,
gig,
Masters was what it is.
the biggest gig you've been to. What's the biggest
Yeah.
one you've been to, King? While I'm thinking now, I've been to Wembley a few times. I've seen Madness at Wembley Arena. So it's not Wembley
Um,
Stadium, Wembley Arena. Don't know how many was there. Newcastle Arena.
I've been Newcastle Arena a few times. Like, um,
I think that's probably
right?
10,000 at Newcastle Arena, isn't it?
It was like, oh, I went to Manchester, the MAN Arena. Like, that was probably the biggest concert I went to in Westlife. Today's a Monday. It was the farewell tour Moon Race. It was the farewell tour. The cunts come back, dickheads.
Randy's probably been to Woodstock, hasn't he? No, Woodstock.
Randy definitely went to Woodstock, like Randy.
I don't see the point. They've sold Nebworth when Oasis did Nebworth. I think it was 100,000 or something on it. Like, I mean, imagine being stood at the back there. What good's that?
You were there, weren't you?
And you're still paying the same amount of money, aren't you, as somebody who's at the front.
Oh, no, it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy, man. It is nuts that, like, you're at the back, you can just hear it, can't you? That's it, you can just hear. But it's just the experience in it.
I watched a documentary not long back about that Woodstock. The original one.
Back in the 50s or the 60s, whenever it was.
Yeah, that's just fucking crazy. That like
Acid and that
the
one,
amount,
acid and weed. And what was the
the
culture back
amount of
then, wasn't it?
people that were there and that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
endless. It's like Glasgow, isn't it? To be fair, Glasgow's the same, man.
No, I did like Glastonbury's the same.
It's not
Full of
my scene though. Would you like to go to Glasgow? Could you do a weekend at
nah,
Glasgow?
it'd be full of people like Randy, wouldn't it? Imagine people
Yeah,
like Randy with his guitar and his flip flops and that, walking in the mud.
it's
Randy's definitely got one of them hats with the cork things on it. You know them, nice. Like
it's it's
crocodile
like
Dundee.
you can't pitch your tent up at Glasgow and expect to find your tent, can you?
Not really, like not really.
It's like, what is the point in that? And now it's just basically it's just crime, isn't it? Now it's perfect, isn't it? It's perfect for the thieves and that.
Well, yeah, it is exactly, man. It is, man. You could see, man, if you were a drug dealer now, you could make a fortune in places like I don't know, couldn't you?
Well, that's it, man. You could sell anything, couldn't you? You could sell anything, man. Paracetamols or anything.
Exactly, man. Exactly. People just not bothered whether they're
Randall, you definitely got a bit of hippie in you, like, therefore you have to show us
Randy,
you
yeah,
show us you
Randy is a
you
hippie,
have to
man. He's
show us
definitely a hippie. Man is a hippie guy,
so
so man is a hippie, like.
so define a hippie though. Define it. What see a hippie for me is someone who wears flares and
That's a Monday,
t-shirts
yeah. Yep.
with
Yeah, that's a
big
Monday.
doves on it.
Flower power on that on it.
She's got like a Volkswagen Beetle with loads of doves and flowers all over it. And
Yeah.
that
That's a Mandara. That's exactly what a Mandara is, mate.
was that what she's still wearing these days? And that
Mandara rocks out like it's like a 70s disco every night with a Manda.
So is it all about the music though, Amanda, or what?
No, Amanda's like
Yeah,
she likes that way of life.
yeah, that's what I meant to say. She was asking for the link, Amanda, last week on here, and I thought, oh, I don't know about that. She was angry, wasn't she? She was asking me for the link, man.
Oh, aye, when Shuffle's on, it was a good job he didn't. I don't
Has,
blame
has she
them.
has she ever been on a panel, Amanda?
Aye, she's been up on his eye.
Uh,
She's a little angry Scottish one that shouts a lot.
so so yeah, Amanda. So a hippie is it all about the music, or is that like what started it, and then all the dress sense and all that comes with it? And I don't know. Yes, pork chop lad,
It's not
up
even,
the dale, down the hill.
it's not even just the music with Amanda. She's just a hippie. She's just that's the way I like. She's like that. I can tell you a few things, but I'm not.
Does it mean that she can? I think it's just so they can like go an excuse to get away without having a bath for a week, innit?
That's what it is. I think after she doesn't have a bathroom month. That's what it is. I'm a new age hippie.
Or brushing their hair and that. Or I'm not brushing my hair, man. I'm a fucking
She
hippie.
doesn't, I've never seen her brush her hair. I'm sure she brushes it with a balloon. I will
Mm.
take the master in the window. No one wants to hear that.
Hey, listen to this, right? Don't tell Louise I told you this, but she'll not be bothered, right? But she's had extensions in her hair, yeah.
Oh,
So
aye.
so, and I know that they're expensive, right? But I was in the bath the other day, and she come in the bathroom, right, with this little plastic bag. It was no bigger than a sandwich bag, right? Started waving this thing about. I said, "What's that?" She goes, "That's the extensions, right? 250 quid they were, right? They're in a little like sandwich bag, and they were bright pink. So she bought when she bought them, they were blonde. She dyed them herself with the same
Aye.
dye that she uses on her hair. She dyed them, and then the
Yeah,
night before she
that's
was
a girl
getting
song.
them, the what?
Can you girl say? Can you get us some?
I know, yeah, but you have to have hair to put your extensions on to connect to, don't you? So we've got no chance.
That's me fucking.
Would have to just be like a wig for us, mate.
Oh,
250 sheets.
that's ridiculous, isn't it? How long does that last?
I think if you look after them, they can last like a year.
Aye. That's
They
alright,
are
really.
good the way they do them, like the way they do them. It's mad, like they're just like they thread them into your own hair, underneath, and you just can't tell if they're done properly. You can't tell, like
Yeah.
most of the women on telly and that now, if they've got long hair, they're extensions.
Aye. Well, aye. That's one of the things, isn't it? Women like the day, women like we're off to sell them, they like look nice, and
I couldn't be asked with it washing all the time, washing it all the time. Must be a nightmare, man. Washing hair that's down, all the way down your back and that, mustn't it?
must be a nightmare washing hair. Must be nice washing hair, though, let's be honest. It must be nice to be washing hair.
Yeah, I've had curtains before me, mate. When I was about 20, I had full-on curtains, like
I've
come out
never
the
had
Happy
this.
Mondays. I had
I've never
curtains
noticed
like
this.
that, but there is no pictures about, honestly. I can't find one picture.
I used to have a spike.
Did you,
I used to
what,
have,
have you had a flat top? You had a flat top?
I, I used to have a flat top with a spike up fringe. I used to have the front of my hair spiked up with a flat top.
When was that? A couple of weeks ago?
Away. I'm not gonna have happy hair back tomorrow, honestly. I would.
So is yours totally shaved like mine now?
Where it's at the minute, it's not. It's needs shaving, like, but aye. We're a little bit length on my leg. I can feel it just in bits.
One thing I've never done right is bick my hair. I couldn't imagine bicking it. It'd just be
I used
covered
to,
in cut.
Nah, you get them. It's easy when you get used to it. I've got it. I've got one of them skull shavers. Have you seen them?
No, but I can imagine, can imagine them.
It's it's like a razor, but it's a proper razor for shaving your head. Like it's kind of good. Like they're not cheap. Like, but I've got one of them. It takes you 3 minutes to do your head. Done. Not as smooth as a
What
wet shave.
is it? Proper smooth and
Oh,
that.
proper smooth.
Oh, that's what I meant to say. That just reminded me, man, Smoothhead. Did you see that sheriff? I seen it live last night, mate, when
And
he'd
he was
been on
out.
a night out. Did you see it?
I think I seen a clip. I didn't know what was happening. I couldn't really learn it. I couldn't really understand what he was saying. He was off his tits, wasn't
So, mate, this was about 4 o'clock in the morning. I just happened to be like, Mr. England, what's happening, brother? Yeah, it was about 4 in the morning, right? And I was just flicking on
he?
my break, flicking through
Yeah,
YouTube, and he pops up on the YouTube live, no top on, right? Girding like foot and all this. Mate,
yeah.
he just rambled on about how he'd been out in Billingham, right, for a night, just gone out on his own, right? He'd gone to the pub and within an hour, someone tried to chin him and he ended up in a scrap. And then he ended up, loads of young'uns took him out, man, with them, took him out round Billingham and that. Sniffs, oh, it was totally sniffed up. It was fucking embarrassing, mate.
I couldn't be
And I
bothered. Could
thought,
you?
could I what?
I couldn't be bothered.
Oh, mate, honestly, I thought I wish I could screen record this because there's no way he's leaving this up. He was slagging that. He was saying he was going to fill everyone in and that. He was saying, use lot on YouTube.
Uh,
And somebody
did
has
you not?
clipped it. I seen someone put it out earlier on there. Narrative Destroyer was showed it early on.
Good. See,
Proper laughing their heads off.
that's what clip is the best thing, isn't it? Catching lives that get deleted.
He's Mr. England. Mr. England was in there last night when he went Tunesy come on.
You see, man?
No,
Aye, aye, aye.
there's no rest for no rest on where Tunesy's concerned, Mr. England. Is the you and Kieran like they both got it as bad as each other like for him.
Basically, can we not just sort it out with with tunes like Miss England and the next thing I know the comments were flying. Proper insults. I was like, whoa.
Like I said earlier, right? It was entertaining for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then it was just fucking boring, like the same shit coming out of his mouth. And
Oh, oh no, Tuesday. I think the Tuesday, you've only got this number thing because Tuesday's on the panel. He's just a fucking rip, and he's just a
hey, mate,
drunk. Like,
our mate Danny G was doing a drinking live tonight. But I haven't been watching it.
someone left a comment on my channel, so I went and had a quick look. Like, he was talking about us again. Like, I haven't had a quick. I only listened for like
Oh,
literally
did you
10
get a
seconds.
mention of him? Like,
Yeah. I'll be back. I'll be back to get a clip of it. Unless he's deleted it.
see if
No,
he's
he must
still
have.
on now, because he's been ill, hasn't he? He wasn't very well yesterday. I heard him say it. He done
Was he
18
playing home?
holes. He done
He's in
18
it.
holes, which I've got to watch. Him and Ethan yesterday morning. He's got that on his channel now. 4.5 hours of it.
Oof.
And he was saying that he might do a drinking live tonight. And I just put it on earlier, and he was on
Aye.
looking a
I
little
see.
bit worse for wear.
That I didn't look, but I doxed my name. I doxed my name and where I'm from on my community post today, and someone commented saying that fucking Danny J had seen it or something, or someone had told him or something. So I just went and had a quick look, but then I just heard him say my name and about trolls and say my name, and I just thought, oh, I'll be back. You know what I mean? That was just before I come in,
What?
like anything else.
What? He did it by accident? Oh,
No, for a post up.
oh, yeah, seen it. Yeah. What did he not know that was you? Like,
I don't know if I still don't know if he knows. If he knows if. Sorry, I still don't know if he knows I'm a mod on his golf channel. I don't know. I think he. I don't know. He's bright enough to know, is he?
So 3 hours 36 minutes he was on for, and it said it was 4 hours ago. So must have been like started drinking quite early, wasn't he?
Well, he said he was only going to have a couple of cans, didn't he?
He'll be at work tomorrow, man, won't he?
Aye, well, aye. He said he was only on a couple of cans, but he sounded pissed like the little bit I heard.
He I wonder how long it is before someone finds out where he works and that.
Someone left a comment on there, like on my video the other day, saying something about where he works, like, but I'm not fucking bothered where he works. I'm not bothered what he does, like, it doesn't bother me. Like, people saying he works for, like, like, yeah, we're now we'll get, like, the Peters vans or the Coutlan's vans now or whatever, and they come to, like, works and have the sandwiches in the back.
Yeah.
Someone was saying how he does that, like, but I don't know.
Yeah, you know, Anna Connolly, that thingy's wife.
Aye, yeah,
It is, isn't
Piv,
it?
yeah.
Yeah. She's good mates with them, and she was in that chat, in Emma's chat earlier on. She's
When
done a
she's,
few documentaries in there, and she done a few documentaries.
well, she wasn't friends with them, but obviously with the Paddy thing, with the all being friends now, you know, she is now, like, she's a nice woman, like, she's a nice woman.
What about what do you think about Scotty G? Then he admitted to doing a line of MDMA, didn't he, last week or something? Scotty sussed Paddy sussed him out, didn't he?
Well, Paddy's saying that it's all right though, because it's MDMA. How's that all right? Like, I don't get it. I don't, because they're using it now on micro doses, like, but they're not saying, hey, he's a line of fucking MDMA. Do you know what I mean?
There's
You can
no
get it now on
way he's
pills.
only had one line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, he was off his tits still, man. Nah, he had to walk all the way back.
Because the police turned up, didn't they? Police turned up to do like a welfare check on him, didn't they? And he wouldn't let them see him.
I think people from YouTube's been saying that he's living in his shed and that. Which is, that's not good, man, in this weather, you know what I mean? It's just been freezing on us. Danny T came in walking to a bar. So it's not a gay bar.
I must clip that clip like so I can just keep popping it on in the middle of the lives and stuff. Funny as fuck,
There's
man.
two, like there's two of the gearball ones. There's two of them clips.
Aye, then we seen you, Randy, sat in the corner.
And he's leather chaps with his fucking is he from Leeds and he lives in the South Coast, or is he from the South Coast and he supports Leeds?
You don't know where Randy's here, but he's in Portsmouth apparently now.
On the South Coast, didn't he? Didn't want to dox him like no. Yeah,
He's
fair
got
enough.
Zeus on. He's got Zeus on one side, and he's got Garth on the other side.
If them two just walk on the Portsmouth side, they're bound to spot Randy on the one around with his big flares on and his guitar and he's got long hair now. And with his guitar under his arm.
He's still trying to tell us that he's 39, Randy.
He's not 39. He was born in 39. What do you mean?
Hey Slim, I wonder where have you seen them posters? The sheriff has them big YouTube posters, doesn't he, behind him when he does his lives and that, with Smoke and Sheriff on.
All
You
those
seen
stuff
them?
living the South Coast. At least you tried to bet yourself, Randy. At least you tried to bet yourself, mate. You didn't have to go quite that far, like, but you know.
You were born in Scotland, Randy. It's the first I've heard. Like,
Sheriff tattoo next week.
hey Randy, mate, you missed a classic this morning. Eddie Hearn just turned up on Shuffling's panel about what time was that? It was about 5 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it?
Um, I don't know. It was after Baisies. It was just after Baisies.
Oh, Randy was funny as fuck. Like I was laughing my head off. Especially, I was laughing before he even found out it was Eddie. Then it was even
I
funnier. Like,
was wrong.
yeah, I was
That was
tempted.
wrong, mate.
I was
You were swapping your
tempted.
phones around.
I didn't write. I was just ghosting. Like, I was just ghosting.
I mean, if I get off, I'll be back. I need to swap your phones.
Yeah, man. No worries, mate. No worries. Nice and chill today. Anyway, Thanks to PP's. He's got them all over there. Like, I'm going to do a quiz one night this week. Like, you don't really like the quizzes, do you? Trying to work out a way. Slim, I'm trying to work out a way, right, to change these quizzes up a little bit. You know, where we can rule out the Googling. So I've got to.
I can hear us. I can hear.
Yeah. So you were not too big on the quizzes, are you?
Nah, I like banter, you know. I like to laugh and that.
That's what I try to do with the quizzes. I always like try to have a bit of banter in between them and that. But I'm just saying there about people who are Googling and that all the time, you know what I mean? I'm trying to find a way around it.
No,
But
no,
that's
I mean,
another
like,
one, Slim.
remember
That's
the
another idea. Make it like where you know for a fact they're Googling, you know what I mean? But then it's all about
fastest Google
who's,
first.
yeah. Or
Mm,
one other way is that I'm a bit loose, you know, with the answers. Someone can, like, the spelling doesn't have to be right, but that's another way how we could do it. Say you have to have the spelling right. You know what I mean? It stops all these people, you know, just being dead fast. Because people do like quizzes. Honestly,
aye,
people love them, man.
people.
Yeah, could get 30, 40 people in for a quiz, like no problem. What about poker, King? Do you like poker?
Aye, I love poker. I love poker. Like.
I know. You know the Texas Hold'em. Was that a new
Aye,
thing? That was that a new thing? Like when it went online? Because we never played that when we were playing poker. It was just like 5 cards and you got 2 changes or whatever.
yeah, no, I think Texas Hold'em's been out years, like, isn't it? Years and years. But you're on about the five chord stud or whatever you call it.
Yeah. You know where you get dealt.
Oh, yeah.
You, you get do
I
you all
prefer
get dealt 5, or then you get 2 changes, don't you? Or and then you just start your
something
betting.
like that. Something like that. I can't remember. It's years since I played that poker. Like Texas for me, like yeah, like Texas, like me.
So can you do it online? Do you have to be like fast?
No, not really. You get like I don't know if it's 30 seconds or 49 seconds to play your hand. Like you play against people and that, you know.
I'd love to get into it. Like I'd probably end up just blowing all my money on it, but it isn't really like that, though, is it? It's you put like a tenner in, don't you? And that tenner could last you. Like that game could go on for ages, couldn't it?
If you it depends if you enter in a tournament or if you just enter like a buy-in table. You know, you buy in seats, and then that's it's a fiver buy-in. You get a fiver's worth of chips. You play it to the gun, or you buy out. You know what I mean? You cash out or whatever you're at. Or you can play tournaments where, but you could be playing for like hours and hours and hours. Give me 1 second, man. I'm just getting that coffee. I'm just gonna mute myself.
So Slim's on about when you're on about doing it, Slim, on Tuesday. What on your channel, mate? You'll have to get in touch with us and let us know. And I do want to do it. We've been on about it for ages. But I'm worried that because I'm not really sure what I'm doing, that I'll be holding everyone up and that. Because what I've watched online, people just seem to make the decisions dead quick. You know, like it's like as if you've got 10 seconds to like. It's like as if you've got 10 seconds to do it. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm thinking I need longer than that, man. Oh, bit of Christmas weather, bit of Christmas sunshine. Is it hot in Lanzarote at the minute? Hey, Slim, on January the 1st, my mother is going to the Antarctic. She's going to the Antarctic for a month. She's fucking mad. It's some sort of cruise, but she goes through. It doesn't sound right, but I'm sure she said Argentina. Does that sound right? Do you have to? Because I thought Argentina was red hot, but I think if you keep going south, I think the boat just keeps going south. And she's had to get an American, she's had to apply for an American visa today as well. I think you're right there, Randy. You know, I'm just a little bit dubious about it, and I don't know why really, because it looks good. Plus, you got to be a good bluffer, haven't you? So I was a bit crap, right? So when me and my mates used to have card nights, I fucked up right from the start. You know, say we all had 50 quid, and say we played 3 card brag or whatever, or you'd get me mates. We'd all like shot a fiver in. You know, some of me mates would be like, yeah, get the fiver straight, and I'd be like, oh, fucking fiver. Whinging on, you know what I mean? So straight away, you know that I don't want to lose money, you know, I'm tight. And then you have a look at your 3 cards, don't you, and decide whether you're going to carry on or fold. Well, if I didn't have a prowl or a pair, I would just fold. You know, and these were all going like tenors blind without even looking at the cards, and he's me. Got 3 sevens, and I'm like, oh no, I'm folding. You know, 3 sixes now, I'm folding. And then when I did get dealt a good hand, instead of like, because they know that I've been folding all night, and as soon as I've got a good hand, I'm like, yeah, I'm in. And they all just folded. They'd all just fold, and then it turns out I turn my cards over and I've got like 3 sevens. So they had me sussed out straight away, which is not the idea of poker, is it? Ah, get you. Get in touch with us then tomorrow, Slim, and we'll put it out. And I'll spread the word, and we'll get like a table. Tell them where it's going on, and I'll just watch for a bit. Clip will be in. There's a few people who like it. We've been banting the idea about for years, man. Yeah, man. Let us know who we're gonna invite, mate. And by the way, I'm now like that now. I'm crazy now with poker, me.
Very short and back.
Yeah, Tuesday night we're gonna do this poker stars or something. I'll let you know, mate.
Hey, what a minute, hey, what a minute. What a- So,
I
can
was
you not play
just
Texas? Have you never played Texas?
so. Can you quickly run us through like what happens?
What you best off doing is downloading the free poker app, right? Like something like, I don't know, is Zynga Poker still done? That's Zynga Poker. Download that. And it's
Right,
free, you know. You just get pretend money and play with pretend money, just learn on that. But yeah, you get, oh, no, yeah, I think it's hard to
how many people do you
describe it.
need? Do you need so many people for a game?
You can play from 2 to 7, I think it is, 7. Is it 7 or 9? It might be 9, actually.
Right. So say there's 3 of us, right? And there's a dealer. How many cards are you getting straight away?
Yeah, you get 2 and 3, so you get like 5 cards. You make like you can make like a hand out your 5 cards, or you make a 3 and a 2. Do you know what
And
I
then
mean?
what's the cards in the middle? Are they all showing, or is there some that aren't showing in there, or are they
I
all
well,
turned over?
no, you get your 2 cards. You get your 2 cards. You've got to make. You've got to make. Sorry, you get your two. Sorry, mate. You get your 2 cards, right? And then you get your. Oh man, it's hard. It's hard. I think I'm kind of stoned, you know.
But
But you
when
get
these
everyone
cards
gets
in the middle, the 5
everyone
cards
gets
in the
two
middle in
cards.
there,
You've got to bet on. You've got to bet on it. You know what I mean? You've got to like one card gets turned over. One card gets turned over in the three card gets turned over in the middle, and then one. You make your best hand. The flop. You
So
flop.
it goes round in like clockwise. So you don't. You might there might be a card in the middle that'll give you a good hand, but someone before you might pick that up.
No, you don't pick it up. You don't pick them up. You've got. You don't swap cards. You keep your cards. You've got to make your hand with
Oh,
your two cards in your hand in the cards that get dealt in the middle of the table. They get turned over so you can see them. You've got the flop, then you get another one and another one. You have a flop, then you bet again on the flop so you can see what you've got. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
yeah. I'd like to say I'd have to watch it, but you reckon I'd pick it up?
It's easy. It is easy. You know what I mean? It is easy. Like just download that Zinger or like another one. And just play for free. And it shows you your hands. It gives you. I'm sure it gives you like a bet odds, an odds calculator and all if your hand's any good enough. But once you know the hands, you know how to play it. You know what I mean? Then it's just learning strategies and things like. Slim used to sell Zinger poker chips. You can guarantee he's kind of good at poker.
Yeah. Randy, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do a live tomorrow, and
That's a
on
good
my
idea, right?
laptop, I'll be lappy, and then we'll talk it through while it's on.
Yeah.
Oh fucking hell, Joey Bobo's on PP's panel.
Question of them.
He's on there with I think it's who's Claire Catflap.
Don't know.
Oh, Kay's on there now as well. Oh, it's gonna go off on there now.
Uh,
You know what gets me about that Kay is that she just seems to know everything about everyone, doesn't she?
yeah. She digs like she digs. She digs into everybody like. She must talk to a few people.
I never hear her saying anything good about anyone, man.
I know. I know.
Plus, her voice is not the best either, is it? It's just fucking annoying.
Bro, someone might clip this, and let her know. Should be showing that, yeah? Make life
Oh,
mate.
I can't be doing with that smoke. Like you have you had smoke off her?
Nah, I get on with her, like. Kind of get on with her, like. I think she's funny, man. I think she's funny.
You get away with all sorts, you man. Everyone loves you, but you can be mates with anyone.
That's got just I got anywhere. I talk to anyone. You know what I mean? It's like I did it. Like there's certain people I want to talk to, like, but there's just a lot of people I would. There's only a
So
few people I wouldn't talk to be honest with you. Like,
so just briefly, right? Because I know it was a bit of a it's a sore subject on here, but like what happened the other night? You know, on here when had Julian been watching?
nah, I see someone sent them screenshots or something. Sent them screenshots of
So
being talking
so
about.
he
It's
knew
screen.
he knew what was going on in our panel and that.
Well, someone sent them screenshots or the screen grabber. I don't know. Someone sent. So I spoke to him and stuff the other night for a bit. Like I am just us straight talking and sorted it out. Like.
So it was
Yeah,
to do with Jaggy, wasn't it? Because he doesn't like Jaggy, does he?
no, what to do with Gonzo? No,
Was it?
Gonzo. Yeah. Well, he was at cancer and things, and yeah, Julian was saying, well, how come you're not dead and that, and you should be dead, just like seeing he hasn't got it and that, and I just didn't like it, like. But then I spoke to Julian, and Gonzo's alright with him, so why shouldn't I be, you know what I mean? So I say it, like.
So they're not. I mean, they're not going to stop it, are they? They're not going to stop saying whatever they want to say. It's just
Well,
what you can put up with.
I spoke the other night, and then I was on about certain shouts at me, but like this year's watch both sides, and you'll see it's both sides. And they're probably right, And like that's I never take with me, you know what I mean? I just give them my opinion, like yeah, it's up to them.
Yeah, that's the impression I got, Amanda. You know, when I was because there was four people on the panel, I was trying to watch the chat, but I was getting it was coming across like Amanda wasn't happy. She wasn't agreeing with you. You know what I mean?
I'll give her the link then to her, jump on and give her side of the story.
Mm. Yeah,
Aye.
Slim, I can't on this phone. Slim, I can't do it, mate. I can't share. It won't let us. It wouldn't even let me on my tablet. That's why I got a laptop in the end.
But um, I spoke them both the other night, like on like a StreamYard thing, and
Mm,
um,
yeah.
very that's it really. You know what I mean? Gonzo was in the chat. He was all right with them, so why
It's
shouldn't
not
I be
hard though,
getting
is
that?
it? It's not hard to just say, "Could you not give no cancer shouts?" Which is
Uh,
disgusting. No, like
mm,
bringing dead people up and that.
but
It's easy, isn't it?
that's exactly what I said. But like them say they only defend themselves from the other side, and the other side say they defend themselves from them. It's a vicious circle, you know. It's getting down to the nitty gritty
Ah,
who
but
started it, and
surely the better person isn't gonna come back with the same shit. You know what I mean? You're just gonna pull them up on
uh,
that shit and just stop going back at them with the same shit.
the bad shouts, like the all bad shouts, really bad shouts, like. But if people say this is to get nasty, get dark side, it's not, man. It's not even that bad over here, man. It's not even that bad. But things like that shouldn't be said. Like, definitely shouldn't be said. It's like someone was on a panel the other day. Who was it again? I can't remember. Oh, it was you that tell us, wasn't it? It was you that tell us. We were saying that I never said nothing about flavors.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I've seen one of his comments today, so I've left a reply to him just saying, well, I didn't hear about it. You know what I mean? I didn't see it. I wasn't in the chat. I wasn't,
yeah,
I didn't.
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I
That I
didn't
mean
get.
that was all. That was quite nasty as well. All that with
Uh,
flavors and that. And I
uh,
don't think they'll ever be on talking terms. But that's fair enough as well. You know what I mean? I
I did
understand
not
that.
because everyone on YouTube's like, I'm on there. Everyone on YouTube's they're not friends 1 minute, then they're friends the next. People didn't know how to hold grudges, man, do they?
Yeah.
They don't, man. They don't. I know me, I
It's
do.
like when you watch this side of YouTube, right? You know all the accounts, don't you? And you see, and you're just suspicious. You know when a new account comes in, it must be hard to just come into this like community and just
How do you
like
find this? How did you just randomly find this community, though? Do you know what I mean? How did you just randomly
nah.
get here?
But that's
How
it.
did we all just randomly get here?
People who've been about for time can spot like a blag straight away in the chat, can you? You know,
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah, yeah.
stands
Well,
out a mile.
mm-hmm.
But then at the same time, right, somebody genuine might just pop in a chat with a new account and say, "Oh, I've just my first night," and they just get loads of shit, wouldn't they? Like, "Oh, who's this? Who's this? Who's this?"
Exactly. Someone
Fake
did
account.
yesterday. Someone did yesterday in Baisies. So me and Mr. England were like quizzing her, and then she took a bit of offence, like a bit of an offence, like. So I just apologised and sorry, just you know, you got to check people out, like. But yeah, her and Mr. England just argued a bit, like.
I remember one person, right, that stands out for me is Big G, right? Remember Big G?
Aye, aye, aye.
So I was doing lives like it was a couple of years ago, and this Big G just started coming in the chat, and I'd never heard of him before. I don't think anyone else had, and every time I went live, he was just there in the chat, and then he jumped on a panel, and I just like give him the quiz, just quizzed him, you know, how did you find it and that, and he
Yeah.
was a genuine one. He was genuine, you know. He just like might have been watching for a bit
Aye,
and
aye, aye, aye.
just liked it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Then you scrapped, didn't you?
Yep.
Once it gets a hold, you like.
I'll
Not
tell you who's
tenacious,
doing a
like.
bit now. I'll tell
Who?
you who's doing a bit. Tyrone. He's doing lives all the time. I mean,
Aye, aye, he does them every day, doesn't he? Does a couple of hours every day. He gets a couple of hundred people in sometimes, doesn't he? One and a
oh
half
yeah,
thousand people.
he's swept right up in him. I don't know what his wife thinks like, but I've watched him and he's gone from jumping on the odd panel to doing 5 and 6 hour
Aye.
lives once or twice a day sometimes now.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it, like with the wives and all that. You know what I mean?
There might be another. No, they might watch it.
Well, they
They
must
must just
do.
be, well, they must just be happy with the peace.
Exactly.
Uh,
So that was a late night for you, mate. Did you get much kip today? Like,
yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember. Nah, I didn't think I did actually. I didn't know. I didn't. I didn't have no. It was 5 hours or
well,
something.
I was on nights last night, right? It's my last night, and it's always a bit of a fuck up, right? Because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I started at 7 last night, finished at 7 this morning, and I come in and I am tired, but it takes me about an hour, sometimes longer, to get off. And today I woke up at 4 o'clock, which is like a massive sleep for me on night shift.
You'll not sleep tonight, will you?
But that's it, see. Then I'm up at 4 o'clock and I'm knackered for an hour, but then like it gets to this time now when I'm off tomorrow
And
and I'm like
and
fucking
you're
wide
wide awake.
awake.
You know you're
So
not gonna
fuck.
sleep tonight because you're aye. Fucks
And,
you over,
and
doesn't
like
it?
and I'm back at work on Wednesday morning, so I only get like 2 days off.
See, I never used to go back to bed after my last night shift. Like, I just stay awake as long as I could and get to bed early. Like,
Well, loads of people do it differently. Like I've worked with people for years, and they have some weird things what they do on nights. You know, like they'll even on say on the first night shift, they'll go to bed on the afternoon, which I've never ever done. Right, never ever in my life have I gone to bed on an afternoon before my first night shift. And then I say, well, what do you do
uh,
when you get in? Oh, well, I'll get in at 7:30. I'll have a shower. I'll have a fried breakfast. I'll go and take the dog out. And I'm like, what? I'm
well, you
like,
literally
fuck,
go straight to bed.
fucking right, I do.
I say,
I'd rather.
after my last one, I used to stay awake. Like, stay awake as late as I can. That's what they. Have you ever stayed awake and then went out drinking on the night? Oh,
Oh,
that doesn't
mate,
end well.
just feel like shit, don't you? It sounds like a dead good idea at the time, staying up and that, but you just feel like shit.
5 pints, I couldn't remember now after that. Like 5 pints, I was gone. Christmas night out.
That's it, Slim, mate. It's bad. It's bad, but when there's nothing else to do, you just watch it, don't you? You just watch it, man. It's all just shit. It is, but yeah, I'm lucky if I get 4 hours sleep, like in between my night shifts. That's pretty good for me. Like,
Aye, that's all I used to get anyway. I was under 4 hours sleep every night for like years. Like,
and I don't know where these like proper insomniacs, mate. It must be horrible, like
I gone through phases like where I was insomnia, like, but I was prescribed Zopiclone off the doctor and for 8 years,
Cool.
and I
Have
was just
you?
left on them. But like, I was left. I haven't. I got myself off them. Like, but
I heard
that
about
fucking
them.
sleep
Like
pattern for
they're
me.
naughty and
Oh, they're horrible. Like, they kept having to double the dose and that because obviously they was just losing the effect and that. But
well, they're just well, they're like heavy sleepers. Like,
sleeping tablets, just sleeping tablets. Oh,
well, how come
the
is it?
horrible
What?
one.
How though? Like, I thought if you take it and you go to sleep, how could it be horrible if you're asleep?
Because it's not sleep. You're not your body. You're not resting properly. You're passing out. It's like being drunk in it. It's like a drunken sleep. You're not getting proper rest.
Yeah.
You're just getting the minimum, But it's not just that either, man. It's just the taste and just relying on them. They just make you feel horrible. I was prescribed them and then just like left on them, like, and then I kept going back saying I can't sleep again. They were like doubling the dose and that. I was on other ones and all. You know what I mean? It was just
I know it's all
mm,
changed now, though. Back, it's hard to get sleeping tablets now off the doctor. You know, you can't just walk in and
you
say, "Oh,
know.
I can't sleep,"
They
because
only give you
people.
three in that now, like,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
only give you three. But yeah, I've just getting them B vitamin injections, you get 6 injections you get, you know what I mean?
Yep, I've heard about them. Louisa's had them. She's had 2. What do you think of them?
Well, Amanda was saying, you'll get a good burst of wins, you'll feel mint. Well, I got 6 injections. It's after the third one, you should feel good. I'll tell you what it is, I'm fucked all the time, like, it's killing us. But I don't know what it is, but before that, right, 4 hours sleep was a good night's sleep for me. But since I've had that, like, I get up after 7, 8 hours, I want to go for a nap again. It's like the opposite effect. It's broke us. Do you know what I mean? It's broke us, like.
Yeah, Louise
Like,
has
I'm
had
back to
two,
it.
like, and after the
Aye.
first one, like, like after the first one, she's paid 20 quid for it. I'm like,
I'll
she's
go back to
like
the doctors.
bouncing about and that, and I'm like, she's like, oh, the work these. I was like, oh, God.
Aye. No, they're meant to be brilliant. Honestly, they're meant to be brilliant. Like, I went to the doctors with blood tests and that, and I was low in vitamin B and folic, folate. Sorry, vitamin B and folate. So they've done a few blood tests and that, and this is why you're gonna have to get injections. Like, so I had to go in every day. Got an injection on one arm, then the next week got one on the other, the next week got one on the other, and the next week I went and got one on one arm, one on the other. And this year's after about the third injection, you should get like a boost. After the third injection, I couldn't get my
Uh,
head off the pillar.
so you would prescribe them.
Aye, that's what I'm saying. The doctor gives them I had to get at my doctor's every day and get a job.
Oh, what every day? Oh, Louise went to like she got them done like in a salon place, that just started doing them
Aye.
and once a
Well,
month, I think it was.
but this was gonna be loading dose. You get 6 times the amount for your loading dose, and then I go back every 3 months and get another job.
Ah, right, right. Okay, now.
Aye. Oh, they're not just little needles over you now, and they got right in the muscle. It's not nice, but I sleep better. Like, I don't know if that's what they're meant to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in a minute, mate. I've just realised it's 11:15 already. Fucking hell.
It's getting on. Like, I'll jump off like the end of the.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch PPs for a little bit, mate. See what's happening.
I'll have a look at it.
I'll
No
I'll
bother,
be on
mate. Right
tomorrow.
on.
Oh,
Right
hang
on,
on,
mate.
hang on, hang on. Just wait there 2 secs while I stick this
Yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah,
private
yeah, yeah,
chat.
yeah,
Hang
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Much was anyone there.
So did you get a notification for this tonight? Oh,
Nah, I was talking to Amanda. We were looking for a live to watch, and then I just seen you were live, and I clicked on it. You've been live 20 minutes or something. I thought, very
right, I'll
grand.
stick that in there, mate. Just
So, yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean. It's safe.
I will, mate. I'll miss you. I'll miss you. Right, well, spot on.
All right, fella.
Right, see you in a bit.
I'll catch you later,
Ta,
bro.
ta.
There's Randy summing it up there. Yeah, Slim. Get in touch with us tomorrow, mate, and we'll work this portal thing out because I'm off for the next 2 days. So, and I'll definitely watch it and get some ideas, man. Yeah, yeah, I will. I will. I'll have a look. 11:15, right? I'm already in bed, but I'm gonna get a bit comfy, like, and see what's happening. I'll speak to you all tomorrow sometime. Catch you all later.